Let's get the camera rolling. And so the only thing on the menu that has changed and is of any relevance under the crew page, I've
Yeah.
changed the ship button up at the top to now encompass all of your various fleet ships, regardless if we don't sell them, I'll just put them on here with the sell price, or if you hang on to them, this is basically your hangar. It has the character sheets for the hyper or the intersystem gate ring that you have made your home base, your light freighter character sheet, the cargo ship that you acquired with the base, and the one remaining stub fighter that had been severely damaged and disabled, but was still uh, perfectly operable when you disposed of all of the other pirates. And
So
so, why
when I
did
click to start, it takes me back to the title screen.
at the moment, yes,
Oh,
but well, damn it again. Okay, and now, once I activate the scene, if you do go back to that same screen, the return to game button is actually linked to the active screen, which for the landing page is, well, the power button. Anyway, so, I had many notes
There's the
from,
ship.
yes, I had many notes from last time. uh, so, you have acquired this new home base. You just gathered up everybody over here in the corner just for simplicity's sake. You got a little cargo runabout. It had no weapons, very basic everythings. It has a free space legal transponder with the ship name Gone Fishing. The Pirate Raider is life support and sensors glitching, but still able to be repaired. Engine and power core wrecked and need replaced. You already stripped the weapons off of it and put it on your light freighter. And so the only thing that's really left of the little one-man fighter is the frame, sensors, armors, and shields. You can sell it or repair it at your choice. In front of you, I've given you a couple of item drops. The item storage is everything that you didn't drag onto your own character sheets last time around. These can be sold or just stored and used later. Ditto for the larger ship parts crates, currently not having anything in there, but if you wanted to, for example, strip the shields module off of the fighter before selling the frame, you would be dropping that over in that container.
Okay. Where's the container again?
So I got the containers over
Oh,
in
okay.
the southeast corner of the base. The bigger one
Gotcha.
is the ship container, the smaller is the item container.
Yay, item box.
And I need to check something real quick. Why are you in there? You don't belong in there.
so can we drag things off of our character
So
sheet and
yes,
drop them in?
you can drop them into that item storage crate. It should be if you've got both of the sheets pulled up, then you should, in theory, be able to just drag between the two.
Our ship. I'm gonna go clean up the blood trail.
And so yes, the blood trail is still there from Guillermo. Uh, you've already
Guillermo.
stripped the bodies of all of the useful stuff. As you have searched around the ship, you have been able to determine that this is designated as Gate Ring 1066. You already disabled the beacon that was allowing these pirates to pull people out of the FTL space. You already gained control of everything. If you now double click on any of the four lift tubes, it will take you to a second floor that... Where? That was a little weird. Anyway, this second floor was heavily damaged by your ramming message last time around. And your quick numbers suggest that the top half of this floor would be able to be repaired for 5,000 credits. It would give you 6 additional expansion slots. The lower half, which appears to have included a larger hangar and 2 expansion slots, should be able to be repaired for 12,000 credits. However you want to go about doing that, we can figure that out. You can just drop in money whenever you feel like it, or if you say that 10% of your missions go to repairs,
Oh,
y'all's choice on that. A double click will get you back down to the main floor. And as you have started to clean up the blood and finish inspecting the station, you hear over the audio comms in the control office, Guillermo! Guillermo! The beacon is turned off! Why are you not unseen, Guillermo?
I'll take the comm. Shut up, you fool! They're monitoring this frequency!
Guillermo, you sound very strange. Alex, roll a bluff.
Da, 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 da.
Good roll. Good roll. Let's see how he fares. And he fares not so well.
Wait a minute.
It just must be a bad connection. Activate the beacon.
No, there is a cruiser right here! They are stealthed!
That doesn't... Who did you attack?
Shut up and come in as quietly as you can!
Very well.
What?
Stand by. I will drop as near as I can. And we go outside the ring. And
Okay.
at the far distant side of the area, you see a pirate stub fighter jump in. Guillermo, I still do not see this cruiser. What are you talking about?
I don't answer. I cut the connection.
All right. How would you like to go about dealing with this interloper?
We should launch. Maybe take 2 gunners with you and go hide just in case he decides to try and rabbit.
You want to take the whole crew except for you, or you want to take
You know,
you try and
take the crew except for me because I'll stick here in case they decide to dock real quick, and then I can keep an eye on them, kind of thing.
okay.
All right. Then we will go ahead and drop Drix from the Starship crew. And
But quietly.
the rest of you, yes, this is still a very asteroid-riddled area, many places to hide.
Why can I not pull up? Oh, that's why.
There's a stupid, terrible pirate movie that I love called Cutthroat Island, and at one point it's basically a false flag. They're tricking somebody as they sail up on them, and they're like, "Powder to the guns, but quietly." The guy just looks at him.
Okay.
Thread. As you launch, your sensors detect that the ship is moving between the larger asteroids in what appears to be a searching pattern.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way and stealth, or as best as I can. Have I been able to repair the shields on our ship yet?
Your shields have had opportunity to recharge. So yeah, let's go ahead and get your shields back up. You have not had long enough to repair your hull points, so those will remain at 24. But the energy is there for shields.
Okay.
Farfignugan. Sorry, my wife just told me not to yell bad words in front of the girls.
Whoa, Yuki. Excuse me, I need to go check on a cat. Anyway, so you are being stealthy. Go ahead and roll a piloting check, please. As asteroidy as this is, it'll only be a 20 difficulty.
Just float away with the trash.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean hold away with the trash. I meant hold away as trash. All right, and you didn't
Close.
quite. Yeah, you got very close, so you're kind of in a half cover situation, and you see the interloper start to make his way towards the station. Working his way from large asteroid to large asteroid. Finally winding up on the far side of the same asteroid that you're on.
Hi, sweetie.
And whoever on the ship crew has the best perception, go ahead and roll a perception.
No, you don't get caffeine. Yes, I love you too, but toddlers do not get caffeine.
I only have a +6 total in that, so I'm assuming that somebody else can.
I've got a +1 to my perception, so you beat me handedly.
Um, in all fairness, based on what Diego just rolled, you really gotta suck. All right.
Did he nat one?
He nat one. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
All right. So regardless of what the initiative is between us, you are going to have the first advantage here. And you will be working this turn at advantage from your half cover. Oh, now I roll a 20.
Oh, damn.
Whoops, why did I roll? Oops. Well, uh, apparently rolled that on your ship. So, uh, so, uh, clear initiative. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead and roll your initiative now.
Okay.
All right. And we will be starting with you. You are currently
Okay.
at... That is a medium range on this map.
Okay, who's at what gunning positions right now?
So I think anyone as a gunner can shoot from any uh, arc. It's just you have to call what arc you're firing from.
Okay.
Yep.
So the two front guns should be linked together. So they'll fire as a unison, and then the other ones will just use as is. So, all right.
All right.
Shall we surprise this guy and whomp him?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to offer him the chance to surrender so we can get
If
his ship
he's
intact?
yeah, if he's landing, we could potentially just go in behind him and prevent an
Lock him
escape
in?
and take the ship intact.
Seal him in the launch bay until we decide to go get him?
Something like you're the one running the con right now.
I'm only on a call with you guys. I'm not talking to him. Well, let's see what he does. Just stay Sharky for a minute and
hidden.
see what he does. No, sharks don't ambush. Damn. What?
Some of them do.
I mean, yeah, there are ambush predator sharks.
There are
Really?
plenty of sharks that ambush.
Then I'm wrong. Stay Sharky for a moment.
Even the great white technically ambushes because it's light on the bottom and dark on the top, so they can't tell where it is.
Great White does whatever he damn well wants.
Unless the homicide Oreo is around.
That's just entertaining at that point.
All right, so is that your call then? You're going to take the advantage here to just kind of re-stealth yourself?
Yes.
All right, a piloting skill at advantage.
Advantage.
All right, and that will pass.
Much better.
And so you see the fighter start to come in close, and he almost sets down on the rock. Guillermo! Guillermo, something is not right. Guillermo, why are you not answering me?
I open the comm up. Shut up and get in! Do you not see the damage?
And... Whoops, wrong button. That's the one I want. No, no, this is not right. You are not Guillermo. Where is Guillermo? You bastards. I am scanning the station. There is only one person over there.
Fire.
We attack.
All right. You make your attack. Or, excuse me, sorry. Now that we are into a full combat round, we will be doing this by the rules because that is what makes sense. The getting the jump on him, I really had no actions for that, so we didn't need to go through the whole rigmarole. But we will be starting with the engineering, where you can repair your systems, give other systems a boost, or let's see, shift shields around. I'm presuming you really don't need to
Shields
do
are
any of that at
configured
the
how I
moment.
like them.
So, all right, then the next step is the helm phase, where we are both going to be making a piloting check, and the one with the lowest results will be moving
Who's Yusoki?
Let's see. Let's see. Pilot with the lowest result acts first to move the starship or perform stunts
Species.
because we
Okay.
have stunty.
So, do I still have advantage on this piloting roll?
Yes, you will still for this round.
Okay.
Alright, and
Moist
Diego's roll is
warm, moist paper towel,
lower.
please.
Why does it say lower? That seems backwards. Okay, well, I
Yeah,
guess.
think of it just like X-Wing. Lower initiative pilots move
Oh,
first,
right.
then the
That's
higher initiatives.
that's because you would have advantage to where I would be going. Duh. All right.
Yes.
And so this guy's speed is 12. He is going to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Speed off that way. And you now make your move. And your speed is 8.
Yep.
And this ship is, just as a reminder, a bit larger than your last one, so you basically can't 180 anymore. You need to move one tile before you could 180.
Yeah, I got to do a slight bit of maneuvering now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Hello, puppet.
Alright, which brings us to the gunnery phase. The starships fire in the same order. All damage doesn't take effect until the end. And so this guy does not have a rear fire arc. So it is your shot.
Sam, I'm pretty sure you have a better piloting than me, so shot's yours.
But is that a piloting?
So the attack
Yes.
roll is
It's dexterity based.
okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I couldn't find the link.
A 7 piloting.
And yeah, Sam does have the dexterity on everybody.
So am I rolling a piloting?
You're going to be on the light freighter, the weapons tab.
Oh crap. That's
It'll be the blue button.
right. Radar. Weapons. Which one?
You are in the forward fire arc.
Pirate or light laser?
Pirate.
Yeah. So they should be linked together. So one roll to attack, and then if it hits, I believe hit both damage rolls.
Both damage.
Was that technically a captain's demand since he told us to fire?
You know what? I'm gonna argue for it.
I'd agree.
And normal, right?
Yes. Or no, that should be with advantage. So go ahead and do that with a normal roll again.
With a normal roll.
And we'll take the higher of the two. That was the higher of the two. All right, that definitely does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for both the Pirate Edition laser and light laser cannon. So that's going to be 5d4. And 10. And that takes his aft shields down. And that damage, as it hits, it seems to do more damage than you really anticipated. And you determined that he had already been heavily damaged before even arriving. Though he is still going along. I need to roll a... Get your sheet back up.
That sounds like a lot of his problem.
And that is indeed what I was checking. Okay. He is able to deal with it, and his engines do not glitch from that attack. But you can tell he is quite worried.
I'll transmit. Be like, look, we'll give you one chance. Your buddies are dead, but we'll give you one chance because we actually want to talk to you. You got 5 seconds.
They are all dead, you say?
You scanned the station.
I can show you some hands.
I was hoping it was not true. You motherfuckers. Guillermo was my brother!
Was is the correct tense.
I do not know how. I do not know where. But we will meet again.
I cut it.
And you don't hear him finish.
Nope.
And as he does, he activates a drift drive and jumps out of the system.
I feel like that was scripted.
I didn't actually expect you to try and attack him that heavily.
That felt Princess Bridey. Just saying.
We can use one of Locke's hands to sew 6 digits on somebody.
I mean, we have those. I think there are 4 corpses that I haven't cut the hands off of yet in the base. They're all fair game.
If he'd stuck around, I would have given him Guillermo's body back. Through an air cannon.
Yes, well, I do apologize. That was incredibly railroaded. I am very sorry for that, but I did need that little story beat for later. Your actual mission is to go start a riot.
Mm-hmm.
And back on your home base ring now, we can leave John as guard. This ring station can eventually be equipped with weaponry that would assist in base defense should larger fleets eventually decide to attack you, including up to, I think, capital ship was what I put on this thing.
Nice.
Yes.
That's gonna be pricey.
Yes, light, heavy, and 2 capital ship weapons capable. So we will go ahead and leave John in charge of security. And head off to free space territory. Oh, come on. There we are. Which brings us to freedom. Down on the planet, you are going to be going to the city of Freiburg, where a local protest has been going on in front of a Liberty-owned bank. There are various complaints, as is typical for such large conglomerations, seem to range from the bank owner just being Liberty scum to rumors of people having been disappeared by Liberty agents in order to placate some of the more vocal critics of things here in town. And of course,
is the map moving on purpose?
The map is moving on purpose. They are all protesting.
Okay. Well, no, like the map is going back and forth, like up the street, down the street.
He's showing us the.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm not moving the camera.
Well, then the map's going a little insane.
Okay, I guess I'll just deactivate that. How is it looking now? Still?
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Weird.
We can now go back to where we're at. Yeah, it was bouncing all the way up and down the map.
I know what that was. That was the okay, up in your cog settings, the game settings, on the right-hand side of the screen. If you go to configure settings, and then in that setting, you should be able to go down to an option called pan to token speaker
Okay.
and deselect that if it isn't already deselected. I was hoping
Is
that's
that in
what
the little thing on the left or the bigger?
Let's wait a few minutes off it.
Interface?
Creamy college.
Oh, primer.
So yeah, it should be almost right near the top. There's audio, video, combat tracker, dice configuration, disable games language preference, enable chat bubbles, and then right below that is pan to token speaker.
Okay. We just unclick that.
All right, and that should
Okay.
allow all of the protesters to move around without dragging you to their picture every single time.
Okay. So I'm assuming you stopped the effect is why they stopped moving.
Yeah, and so now if I toggle the mod,
You didn't have chicken broth.
they should be moving around and your screen not anymore.
What was it called again?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
pan
trying to fix.
pan to token speaker.
Mine is still.
Token attacker. I'm into the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. Yep. Here we go. All right. I fixed it. Yay.
Alright. Sam, did you find the right one?
Nope. I think I missed a step.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Have to go to the bottom and hit save.
I clicked on the little coggy thingy.
alright, and then you want configure settings.
Yeah, I'm in that one.
Alright, and then on the big screen it should be one mouse scroll wheel down and you'll see pan to token speaker.
Wait, is that
Pop.
what?
Like alphabetically? Oh wait, on the big screen. Hold on. On the left side.
And so now protesters move, you do not. Yes?
Yep.
Okay, hooray. Alright, anyway, so, as I was saying, and they are all unified by a very anti-federal mindset. These are, very independent, free-loving, libertarian sorts. And they are very much against the liberty-dominated, they consider oligarchy that is taking place over on the Unity space station and the oppression of the peoples of freedom.
Blah blah blah. We want to be in charge.
Yeah, basically. And your job?
Yep.
Get these people a little angry.
Do we have booze?
This street does appear to be a very, somewhat industrial downtown, but you could probably track some booze down in a local general shop somewhere.
Is everyone
Sure, there's
around
always
just
some healthy
protesting,
situations.
or are there like any police or anything nearby?
At this time, there does not appear to be any police around. From your current vantage point, you don't really see much anything of interest. That they appear to be peaceful at the moment. You do see that the building they seem to be focusing their ire on is in the northeast corner of this intersection.
So this one with the dome on it? Or no, sorry. No, this smaller one. That
Yep.
brownish, reddish, whatever. Rust color.
And you were in the middle of a city street, Sam.
Where that? Not
I
for the
mean,
moment.
if I suppose that if you picked up some cardboard and mussed your hair up a bit, you could look homeless.
I do have disguises.
Well, that might be useful.
Mhm. Inventory.
Mom, tell Gabe to dig back up.
Cheap
To save some air
patches.
for the rest of us.
Bitch, I don't even breathe that much.
How do I use it though?
Sure, babe. That's what they all say.
Let's see. Required for disguise checks to change appearance.
What is that?
Yeah, let me pull up the whole sheet here.
It looks like I rolled it.
Circumstance bonus to certain skills. Disguise kit requires. And so, yes, that is exactly what you wanted to do. All right, so, yes, this kit basically just has things like makeup, wigs, what have you. And with that level, you are able to make yourself... I mean, you still look like an Isoki, but you really don't look like yourself.
My goal is to just kind of walk around and listen to the conversations to figure out what everybody's angry over so we have ideas on what we want to write about.
All right. Then with your stealth, you are able to get in very close to any of the protesters. So which group would you like to focus on? The ones close to the bank, the group far away from the bank, the solo ones? You know, where are you going to go? Who are you going to listen to?
Who are you gonna call?
The closer ones first.
Yep. Work your way back.
All right. This protester here has a very focused complaint. Stop moving. This one has a very focused complaint that some of the people that have disappeared and never been seen again are probably still around. She really believes that Liberty is holding them prisoner.
That's who asked.
So,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
oh,
Lucas, turn that off, please.
what a prick.
Who?
Oh, Musk, he's going after AmeriCorps now.
I just walk up to various ones.
The three in front of you now, they are protesting the bank owner. They believe that she is the one that is ordering the disappearing of people, and they want her held responsible.
Who's our tech guy? Is it Maeve?
Yes.
Yep.
Can we
Look at
manufacture
you.
some? Can we manufacture some photos of her like beating prisoners, not even identifiable prisoners, just prisoners, and put it out over social media? Say exclusive leak or something.
We can try. I can go for getting some images of her. Maybe why don't I start with something a little simpler because that requires moving things. But a couple of people bound with hoods over their heads in an office, in her office.
Just
That'd
a
be computers.
no, just a blank space like a warehouse or something. She wouldn't be dumb enough to have people in her office.
Okay. Yeah, what am I rolling for getting
Alright.
getting the images and whatnot and putting them together?
First we are going to need a computers roll. This is going to be a little bit difficult for you. We're going to be looking for a difficulty of 25.
I imagine
Okay.
she's got pictures all over the internets of various, functions and stuff.
Getting pictures of her in the warehouse won't be difficult. Getting everything together is probably where I'm going to have the issues.
Yeah, I was just collectiving things.
I'll be able to help you with computers when I get back.
All right,
Starting out, that's not going to be much.
with that roll, you are able to get together some basic parts of that. You get a picture of her, and let me pull up said picture. And let me begin that. So, you are able to get a picture of her. As you were digging
Okay.
around, you were able to also determine that she could conceivably actually have a basement where she would be able to do this. You've discovered uh, basically building permits for the bank, and it does contain a sub basement that is blank. It says that it exists, but it looks like it got scrubbed.
Hey, that's all we need.
Are we sure all the protesters are protesting the same thing now?
No, you're still out there. Get back to work.
Yeah.
More intel. Remember, we just need to start a riot of any kind. So we can get a
Oh,
few
what the hell am
different
I doing? I
things
could be out there
going.
doing the same thing. I'm going to be working from the other direction.
I would like to pick up an object and throw it through a window.
It's all right.
Well,
I want to
Uh,
wait a couple
Drix,
minutes for us
you
to get some stuff started.
yeah, Drix, you are able to get about the same kind of disguise level as Sam got. You still look very much Kasathan, but it's basically kind of like the difference between a Mediterranean Kasathan and a Greenlandic Kasathan.
all right.
What are these two complaining about?
Where are you at? They're up there. These ones very much like better working conditions. They feel like they're being forced to work 18 hours in the mines, proverbially speaking.
That fucking mantis.
How about these guys?
Probably. Most of these are my cast of thousands, so
Are these all?
I think I got Splinter and Goro in there too.
Are these guys also complaining about working conditions?
Yes, these guys up in the top, they're all about working conditions.
I'm going to go talk to this guy hiding in the corner. Or, see what I can get from him.
Alright. This guy, he turns from looking inside the general store window. Oh shit! Oh, sorry. Uh, down with Liberty.
You're not here for the protest, are you?
Yeah? Yeah, I am. Are you?
It's in the joint?
Joint? What? Sorry? Sorry? You can see this guy is clearly shaken. You surprised the shit out of him.
I put an arm around his shoulder, like, buddy, I get it. Life is rough. We turn away from the crowd. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. What's the end game here? You just need money. You need food, place to stay. What's going on?
Uh, yeah, I mean, kind of all of the above, but that's kind of everybody on freedom. I mean, Liberty kind of takes a lot, but, um, actually, I mean, what the protesters are saying is true. I mean, if I can just get into the bank, family friend just kind of recently disappeared, so I know there's a way of getting in there. I just don't exactly know how, and I'm kind of hoping this little distraction. I mean, it's nobody ever comes back, is all I'm saying.
Tell me more about this distraction.
I mean, the protest is a distraction. All the businesses are closed. I mean, it's like half are boarded up.
Oh
And
no, this is an annoyance. This is not a distraction. A distraction gathers actual media attention, not the one reporter who's on his off day.
that's fair. Um,
You did a good job.
I mean, if we figured out some way to, um, hmm, let's see how smart this guy is. Let's see.
Are there protesters down here on this side complaining about people disappearing too?
Yeah, everybody is pretty much on board with what you have discovered, and
Okay.
Alex did discover the key NPC over here. Let's. Okay, he is very, very trusting of you. And
I have that effect.
and I know that the general store and the bank were both built together, and I think the basement of the store got converted to something, and I'm sure that's where they all are.
Okay. Okay. What's your friend's name?
Her name's Mirabelle.
And what does she look like?
Um, she is. I'm gonna have to look at the picture. She's got really lovely ebony skin, and her hair is just this huge, beautiful black mass. And I mean, uh, yeah, we kind of went to school together, so you know how things go.
Ah, my boy likes the dark maid. Okay. 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 Here's what we're gonna do. I am actually from an independent news outlet. This could be our big break, but we need to get more exposure here for a lot of reasons. You need to get more exposure here for a lot of reasons. We're working towards the same end here. You get what I'm saying?
You
Yeah,
want more chicken? Or
yeah, I think I do.
Okay, so like I said, we need a distraction, not an annoyance. So, how do you feel about a little bit of minor property damage?
Well,
I mean, that never really made sense to me. I mean, these are local. I mean, most of them are freedom businesses. I mean, it's
Oh
just
no,
a.
no, no. I'm not talking about the businesses. I'm saying, yeah, maybe a dumpster or something.
Oh,
No, no, I
yeah.
wouldn't do that to you hardworking people of freedom. Come on.
I mean, well, at least you seem to be one of the good ones.
I try to be. Doesn't always work, but I try.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's an alleyway up north that. I mean, we could probably start something there.
fire. The Chicago fire.
Here, I'm gonna give you a spare battery for my energy pistol I got. Very easy to overload, very easy to hotwire. I want you can call me Cass, by the way. Just Cass. I
Cass.
want
Okay.
you to go find a dumpster or a trash heap or something up that way. Make sure there's no homeless people in it first. Don't do that. Don't go down that road. But just start something, a fire with a lot of smoke, maybe a lot of flash, but not a lot of actual oomph. You know what I'm saying? You get where I'm throwing down here?
Yeah. I know exactly the spot.
Cool. And then me and my crew will get in there. We'll document everything we can, save anybody if we can, and get this story the exposure it needs. Do you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Um. Yeah. The at the back of the general store, that's the door that they boarded up. Well, I mean, not boarded. I mean, like cement. I mean, you got to be like strong as fuck to get through that thing. I mean, I mean, like feet thick. But anyway, yeah. I'm sure. I mean, reporters are smart. I mean, the freedom of the press is. I mean, we got to do that. Those Liberty bastards keep taking everything from us.
Exactly. And the big news outlets won't touch this because they get stepped on unless it gets big enough. So we gotta give this a kick in the keister, you know. So tell you what. You go do your thing. We'll do our thing, and we never met. Cool.
Cass, you are awesome. Thank you so much. You get it. And he actually looks like he's finally into the protest as he almost skips off chanting, "Fuck liberty!"
All right, rally on me.
Okay.
Maeve, I still want you working on that project, but walk in program, walk in code.
Yeah. That's fine. Are you up?
I'm on the west or east side here. Over here.
Ping yourself again?
We're all
Okay.
over here.
All right. Can we see the kind of access door he was talking about?
Yes, you are indeed, and a little difficult to get from this picture angle, but you do.
We'll just imagination it. It's
Yes,
fine.
yes. Theater of the mind. You are able to get around to the back alley, and you are able to enter the general store. And at the far end of the room is a wall that has long been plastered over, but you can still see a faint outline where a brick archway might have once been. And your quick assessment is the kid was a little exaggerating on the feet thick thing, but it's still going to take quite a bit of work to get through this.
All right, Locke, be careful. We want to get through the door, not bring down the building.
I could chew a hole through it too. I am a rat.
That would take a while, and you know it.
I'm going to start popping and prying.
All right. Let's see. What would work best to...
This is why I carry a crowbar in my trunk.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like there's various display racks and stuff I can use as pry bars.
Yes, this the store itself is your general goods store.
Hardware.
Yeah, it's basically think kind of like for the locals, it's very Camp Union out Seabeck Way.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Oh, okay, I was kind of hoping it's handy Andes with hardware.
Oh, okay, yeah, got you. And less racism?
Probably more.
Oh, okay.
Andy is racist.
Have you ever gone in there and not been super watched by the Korean people?
All the
Yeah,
time.
Asians are a bit much. Anyway,
Fine with it.
so let's do an engineering first.
Got it.
All right, and now a strength roll. Just straight up strength.
Straight up strength.
All right. And as you start to pull at the plaster just crumbles, falling on top of you. Oop, I only want 1d4, please. Going 3 against your stamina.
That's crazy.
And the collapsing plaster exposes a cracked and almost weather-worn looking wall that you would probably be able to get pry bars into. You would be able to get small explosives into.
Let's start with these pry bars, guys. This is a small business. We don't want to be. We want to start a riot, not make the poor guy go bankrupt. Okay, let me rephrase that. We're being paid to start a riot, not make him go bankrupt. Better?
Sure.
I'll get another roll to continue on my computer's program.
Yes, on the computer's front, go ahead and as you look around, you are able to find a local net access, and you feel that you're going to be able to get basically a much better, more secure line into things and be able to prod a little bit more. And so a new computer roll.
That's good.
That is very good. And you are able to start gathering up all of the information that you need, and you are able to find pictures of a dank, blood-stained basement, almost looking like it's a place where they would just drag people and just it looks used is where I'm going with this. You got some good stuff, things that are very freedom architecture. It's obviously not from it's not Geminid architecture. You get good stuff here. And from the outside, you start hearing sounds of people screaming fire. And so on the outside, you can tell that our young friend has started his distraction.
Good. Let's make sure these doors are locked too.
All right, you do so. You look out the window and you see people running past, but ignoring everything that is going on inside here now.
Good.
Maeve, your computer access has also given you access to the local community bulletin boards. And would you like to stick with your original plan from the information that you have gathered?
Unless anybody has anything they want to add to it,
Nah.
I think simple and
then I will
subtle.
begin. I will begin posting anonymously.
All right.
Well, hold on. Don't post yet, because if we find the actual prisoners and it's different from what we release, that's going to end poorly.
Okay, so
Let's
I'm
keep that one
ready
in
to
our back
release.
pocket. Yeah.
All right. Then
I'm gonna keep making a hole. If
Yes.
they have breaker bars here, I'm using one, or I'm gonna find the damn closest thing and I'm going at that wall.
all right. A strength roll with advantage for use of the local tooling. And you make progress on this, and as you start to break down the wall, you are able to view inside, and things are going very, very quietly. And as you look inside, you see rats scattering about in what appears to be stairwells going down into a dark basement. Nobody appears to be around, and you suspect that the slow movements that you have been making have not alerted anybody.
Yay!
Well, I'm gonna keep pressing in.
Alright, no roll necessary this time because you have made it in, you have made it quietly so. This basement here, after you finish descending the stairwell, is dimly lit, and you see bones all over the floor. And
We are recording all of this.
They are
Are they
human
obviously?
bones, they are Kasathan bones, they are Isoki bones. There's a tiny Skittermander skeleton off in the distance. But, why they are here you do not know.
We are geotagging the shit out of this, by the way. Let's keep going. In stealth. Everybody roll a fucking stealth.
Do I gotta do that again?
No, just everyone who hasn't yet, like me.
Yeah, so Sam is stealth. You are actually disguised, and technically, Drix, you are disguised as well, but you are not stealthy.
Yes. Ooh.
And
I am the knight.
The giant is a little difficult in trying to be stealthy,
Yes,
and
baby, I hear you.
Maeve is snapping away at pictures, I presume, adding to his portfolio.
Yes.
Yes,
You know,
your role is most excellent for that.
I'm assuming we have some sort of video grabation, and wow, that was Spanish as fuck.
Yes, we do.
Grabación. Fuck.
Hay muchos photos.
I've been out of Mexico for 20 years. Fucking can't. Still coming back to me. Anyway, good.
So,
We should take samples like finger bones and stuff, so we can have them submitted for DNA.
Well, I'm letting them know I found one corridor over here. I'm gonna sneak around over here. Is that a Y?
where are you at? Yeah, you've got a path north and a path west.
I'm gonna
Looking
relay that.
around, yeah, looking around, Sam, you're actually currently standing in front of a what appears to be a door closing off the area beyond. It is open and the area beyond is empty. But it looks like it could hold probably about 4 or 5 people comfortably, or 4 or 500 in normal conditions.
So I'm gonna relay that information back.
I'm gonna go to check out this little direction here because there's another door here. There's 2 doors, in fact.
Yes, indeed. The one to your north is closed and locked. The one to your south is open, and the area beyond empty. This place has 2 skeletons that both appear to be um, recently cleaned by the local wildlife.
Yep, more finger bones. Sam, if you would take care of that door
Which
quietly
door?
if possible. The door that's to our immediate north. It is apparently locked. Don't forget to check for alarms and traps.
This one? Am I in front of it?
Yes,
Yep.
indeed. So, first to check for traps, we are going to need an engineering, or no, sorry, not a engineering,
Perception?
a profession, actually.
Mm.
Hannah! She's got a cardboard tube and is going nuts.
Mm.
Normal roll or advantage?
Just normal. So, alright, you are able to pick the lock. And this converted cave room turned jail cell is empty. But
Alright.
the warm, moist air inside suggests that it was recently used.
I definitely get some good pictures out of this.
I have a good sense of smell. Is there anything in particular I can pick up on it?
Despair.
Yes. Let's start with let's have a life science roll for your smell. Mm-hmm. Well, Alex made the joke about fear, but you do smell recent sweat. And it seems as if it were dragged off to the north.
I'll relay that information.
And as Sam comes back out, she realizes that the smell that she had encountered at the Y earlier when she was doing her north travels is the same smell that she just identified from that cell.
I'm gonna let him know our prisoner went north.
Well, we're gonna have to be careful and keep up with it. Good. At least we've got a trail now.
Is there anything I find down here?
Down there, you smell recent death.
Ugh.
Your suspicion from that smell was starvation, dehydration, wasting.
Suffocation, no breathing.
Don't give a Harfanugan.
To my team, I'm sure they pretty much realize that. Do we want to go right and check that out first?
Yeah, let's just take our time here. We've got plenty of time to release all this.
Sneaky, sneaky.
And as you travel, you do see the occasional bone laying off on the side. And
Oh, hey Brian, can I set this stuff up for an automated 24-hour release if I don't pause it again, kind of thing?
Oh, good
yes,
call.
that would. Let's see.
Your walls are pissing me off, Brian.
Yep.
Sorry. I
There's
I
something.
tried to follow the actual picture as best I could. Yes. Let's see both a computers and an engineering role for the basically for the dead man switch.
Just a complete info dump. You know what? Make it 12 hours. We're
Kind of what
either
I was thinking.
out of here or dead at that point.
All right, the software
Okay,
is
that's
more
fine.
than complete. It's going to be beautiful, and the hardware. You got the
Oh wow.
you are yeah you get together a good solid Wi-Fi connection to the local net, and yeah, you could basically upload at the press of a button now if you so choose, or at the unpress of a button.
Yeah, so right now I want it in kind of like a sub file set to release in 12 hours, unless I tell it not to.
Or do it sooner.
Or do it sooner.
Yes.
All right.
Are these glowing things just part of the map?
Yeah, those are just part of the map. They're lights basically.
Eh.
As you reach the north end of the cave, you see a stairwell that starts to head back up. And I'm sorry I locked that door, but you're peeking through slightly broken door frame that there's a stairwell beyond that heads up.
Okay, well let's hold on to that. Let's see where the other one went real quick.
That's all right.
And I suspect it actually comes back to the same spot.
Do they
And
link?
yes, the
Yep, totally comes back to the same spot.
to the north of you is, I know it says lock, but that's just a wall. I didn't put in a physical wall there.
Alright, let's check out these stairs.
All right. And
Stealthy one first.
Wait, what? Isn't there more over here? Or did
Is
it
there?
loop around? Is that what
It
you're
loops
saying?
around. Yeah, it circles around. If you unselect your character, you'll see everybody's perspective and fog
Okay.
of war and all that.
Am I smelling anything? Are we on the right trail still?
uh you no longer smell what you were smelling.
Not surprising.
You can't
Looks like
quite
there's a door to our south.
yeah, you can't quite tell if you've just lost the trail or if it just finally got too old. And Locke and Sam have discovered a locked door. From the other side of this door, you can hear a soft sobbing.
Oh.
I'm gonna relay that I'm opening it. Is anybody
Yeah, I'll move
opposed?
up with her.
Okay. What am I doing? Profession again?
Professional, please. All right, and you
Camera's ready.
open the door, and sitting in the corner on the floor, clothes ripped up, body beaten, hair torn, black eye, is Maribel.
I was gonna say, I think we found Loverboy's girl.
Maribel?
She looks up, her eyes wide and broken. She doesn't say anything, but she just looks at you.
We're here to help. Your boyfriend sent us.
She shakes her head as if trying to clear a delusion from her mind.
Well, he may not be your boyfriend, but he thinks you're
Not
very
helping.
nice.
Somebody
you
give her some
walk.
water.
What?
So give her some water. We'll see. We'll check her out. See if she's how badly off she is. Who's got the best medical?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's see.
Medicine, I've got a
Uh,
+1.
I think that's probably
It
me.
is Maeve.
I've got a +10.
I have a plus
Oh,
10. I also have a plus 10.
all right. So both of you check her out.
So
Give
yeah,
her some water.
And then on top of my plus 10, I have that jack of all trades, so it's 14, I guess.
Damn.
so yeah, that's nice. All right, and
Yeah.
Sam rolls natural 20 on that one. So as the as Maeve and Sam, start to gain this woman's trust, she finally looks up and says,
Where's
"Am
my
I
fork?
going home?"
If
Yes.
you want
But first, we need your. We're from a news group. First, we need you to tell us what's going on.
She's crazy. Isabel. She's mad. And from your earlier investigations on the computer, the bank owner's name is Isabel. She goes by Madame Isabel.
What did she do?
She just looks back down at the ground again.
Maribel, this is important. We need to get this story out so we can stop these things.
Torture? Don't really
Such
want to.
as.
Always drug me to a room. Don't really know what left from this door, but bad things.
Alright. Can you describe any of your captors or jailers or anybody?
She called her Ursula.
Alright, Doc, can she walk?
You two have healed her up very nicely. You do believe that she could be moved. The food and water has given her a bit of strength.
Okay. So if I describe the route back to the store and tell her you need to hide in there. Things are going to get crazy. Hide in there until it's all over.
Yeah.
And then find whatever the hell his name was.
Did any change with them?
It could be 1 to 2
She
weeks.
nods and oops, I want to select a character, please. And shakily stands and using the wall to walk away. And Jim actually makes it all the way over.
Oh.
We saved somebody.
That's our good deed for the year.
Does her smell familiar? Is it the smell I smelt before?
It was
Smelly
indeed,
smell.
yes, and as you, yes, you had basically just taken the long way around when the scent trail would have taken you up to where Emori is now and then hang a right.
Okay. Can we? She said it was left from her cell. Can we find this torture room?
It's probably back where we didn't go, wasn't it?
Probably.
Where did she go?
She left.
Yeah, you described the path you took to get back to the general store entrance.
We didn't want to provide her safe passage?
Or honestly,
For
she's not our problem.
For brevity's sake, I'll say that Sam, you escorted her to the stairwell just for safety's sake.
Alright. Sneaky, sneaky. No, you're already down here. It's not so sneaky.
And yes, you do discover another locked door, and
1 minute.
with a few moments, you can roll this if you would like to, or you can just take 20 on this one. You have all of the time in the world.
Let's take 20.
Too late.
She rolled well anyway.
Damn it.
And as you open the room, you find the very room that Maribel had described.
You know what to go do with them.
Yeah. We're recording, documenting, taking samples.
For now. You gotta go dump them. Because you gotta reset these.
As you look about the room, you can see the implements of torture on the walls, on the tables. The distant wall is blood splattered and bullet riddled.
Oh yeah, lots of pics.
And on the table, you do see one item that, if you so choose, you may take. It is a torture, for effective, easy item carrying. We will call it a torturer's kit.
Mine.
But you never do the torturing.
I've got the bluff and everything, though.
You don't have the sadism.
Oh.
Whatever. We are taking that. For sure.
There's the guy who takes everybody's hands.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't make me hide it in my cheek.
this literally is your one good deed so far.
Sam,
Hey, we stopped the guy from blowing up a bus.
Okay, yeah, you've stopped a terrorist bombing of a bus.
It did ignite a hand thing, though, so that's
We
maybe
helped-
neutral.
we helped that police chief do the thing that I don't remember because it wasn't that important.
Yeah, it was that was the filler episode thing. Anyway, the
We've
torturer's
done a couple
toolkit.
of good deeds.
Sam, last session I played Pop Goes the Piggy with a dude. Remember?
Yeah, point being, you are in a very gray world. So the Torturer's Toolkit gives you a +4 bonus to Intimidate, Bluff, or Profession, Charisma-based professions. Can only be used once per, shall we say, enhanced interrogation session. Before needing to be cleaned and maintained.
I'm pretty sure it needs to be cleaned and maintained now.
So I did drop that on Sam's character sheet. And that
I
is,
suppose.
and that is, you can share, of course.
Oh no, she can do the work. I'll just tell her what to do.
That's alright. And with that information, you head back out of that room and back into the basement. And
Can we get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
Is that right?
We don't want to go check out where those stairs go.
Probably the bank.
Probably the bank.
Probably where we can get caught.
Yeah.
Or
We're
in
just
the
gonna leave.
firefight.
No,
We
round.
are just gonna leave, and as
Mhm.
soon as we get their signal, we're transmitting everything except the stuff we made up.
We don't have to because this stuff's actually better.
That's what I'm saying. If both of them come out, it'll cast doubt on the whole thing. But if we just sent the one, you know,
Which we should actually get closer to the ship before we
yeah,
download this stuff.
yeah, let's do that.
Alright, yes.
I don't want to be
We
stuck in the middle of this.
Yeah,
we do not want to be in the splash zone.
and actually, many of these have run off to the north, and they're all screaming and distracted as the buildings are catching on fire.
Shit.
Just mostly greenery and fluff and whatnot.
Wasn't even me this time.
Damn it, Rando.
And well, I mean, you got your distraction.
And he's bathing them.
And as you reach the south end of the city and start heading off to your ship, you can hear somebody running down the street, and it is the young man and... Oh shit, I lost your tile.
Yes.
There it is. There we are. It is the young man and Maribel, and everybody starts gathering around, and then somebody holds up a tablet, and it's the first images from Mafe's upload.
She doesn't want any.
And you see these guys start going from rowdy to mad, and they start they start to not start. They try to stop. They grab that fire and they start spreading it intentionally. They're done with this. They are mad now, and they're going back at the bank. You see people banging on the doors, and they start to break in.
Well, I hope insurance is paid up.
And that's not our problem. I think we've successfully caused a riot.
Oh no, we're leaving. We're getting the fuck out of here. It's not our problem. But I can afford a little bit of altruism.
And yes, the tale of what happened to Maribel spreads through Freiburg, and you hear the comnets start to ping across the planet as the story spreads. The information that you guys gathered and that Mafe uploaded, you see start to go from community to community, and then off to the mining colonies, off on the moons, and you have succeeded at your job. They're mad, and they are rioting.
If anybody's got stock in Liberty, now's the time to sell.
And so, the quest is complete. You will be receiving 2,000 experience, 500 each. And let's pull up John's character. So I believe that makes 42.34 for everybody there. You will also be receiving 2,400 credits. Before I divide that, did you want to put any towards your home base repair?
I don't care.
I'm okay giving up my share to the home base. That's fine.
I'm good
Sure.
with that.
We should do some of that and also some into the ship.
All right.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and float the 2,400, and it can get divided as you choose. I'll just go ahead and put that in the... Oh, can I not do it in the item drop container? You're a normal character, aren't you? this the hard way. Goods.
There's nowhere to put
400 credits. Okay, there. I just dropped
credit on the
2,400
item.
credits into the item drop container back on the home base ring. That can be divided to ship parts or repairs as you see fit. Your reputation will be going up 1 on Pirates, down 1 on Free Space Alliance.
Ironic, as we just exposed mass corruption.
Yeah.
Well, as all of the protesters were vehemently believing, Free Space Alliance is unity and liberty.
Milk.
Hmm?
Who opened one of the milk?
Why?
It got everywhere.
And with that, I think we will call it a night.
Yay!
So we will go ahead and report back to Conrad next time around.
Guys, who opened the milk?
Okay.
I did everywhere in Brady.
And thank you all very much.
Thank you.
So until next time.